Here we are with Darren Bloch from Mayor's Fund's office. Hey, Darren, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having us.
Okay, so tell us about your initiative.
So what we're doing in the city of New York is we're working to create an infrastructure that allows for business to partner with government in the most seamless way possible. And what we have found that works is creating these nonprofit apparatus that work either within or alongside government and help provide that connective tissue and that pathway for partners like philanthropy, business, civic investors, and others to easily or more easily connect with government so that we can find impact that scales.
Okay, so when you talk about business, so every kind of business, profit, for non-profit?
Yeah, I mean, for us, we need to create systems where there's a shared responsibility for some of these social goods we're trying to create. And while there's certainly emerging work from business around CSR and some of these types of investments, and certainly some really interesting philanthropic investments being made by business leaders, for us, this needs to be an all hands on deck approach, especially as government continues to struggle with a challenge around the resources that it has available and the growing really prolific public challenges that government is tasked to solve. So for us, the best approach is how do we bring all hands on deck for that.
Wow. Can you give us some examples where these partnerships have impacted lives and the kind of agenda you're pushing? These partnership has taken forward those agendas.
Sure. So we're doing a great set of projects with Unilever and our New York City Housing Authority to build public urban farms within our city's public housing systems. And what this does is it gives the youth within these housing facilities and housing settings some work skills, gives them exposure to something that they might not have otherwise seen before, urban farming. They actually are producing great produce in these typically food deserts for healthy food. And so for us, this is a multi-pronged investment that the private sector and philanthropy are making alongside government that is seeing some tangible results in a number of different ways. Another area is we're trying to rethink what community mental health looks like and working with philanthropic partners to create mental health preventions and intervention services in non-health based community providers. So if you go to a setting in your community seeking help with workforce assistance or with after school programming, you're now going to also find some kind of infrastructure that thinks and helps around mental health and behavioral wellness. And we know that 1 in 5 of us all is dealing with some kind of behavioral wellness issue. So for us, this is a great way to layer the investments that government's making in these interventions with some new types of health interventions to help with those health outcomes as well.
Wow, that's a story. And you are really doing a great job.
Thank you.
And how you like this year's conference?
I love it. It's neat to see a mix of business, philanthropy, NGOs, and government coming together to explore where we're seeing opportunities, where we see challenges, and really presenting ideas that we should all be thinking about every day. It's been very dynamic.
So congratulations on you getting Mahatma Award for Social Good 2018. How you're feeling about it?
Thank you. It was a little bit overwhelming. I was not expecting it. I appreciate the recognition of some of the work, and obviously, like anything in partnership, the good work that I've been able to do as a result of so many individuals, within our city system, but beyond, contributing into a shared vision. So it's an award that I hardly accept on my own. That really is an award for the hundreds and hundreds of partners that have come forward over the last several years of us doing this.
Of course, but all these partners and individuals, they need some leader like you who can really draw them, really motivate them, and so that they can take forward the agenda of social good.
Well, I appreciate that and acknowledge it. With any of this, you do see a value of setting out ambition and aspiration. And as we've talked about throughout this conference, partnership is hard. Partnership is time consuming. Partnership requires us to go about this work without ego. But it's giving into an understanding that we're trying to accomplish a bigger social good for all of us. And so I think it's, for me, it's compelling to see how many individuals, companies, businesses, philanthropy want to come along and contribute to social good.